You're listening to the Boiler Room Podcasts.
Hi, everyone. Hello. I'm Colleen from Classic Album Sundays. Welcome to a very, very special event celebrating J Dilla's Welcome to Detroit on BBE. So the way the evening is going to work is Raj Chowdhury from Boiler Room will be interviewing Amp Fiddler here. Can you give them all a hand? All right. So over to Raj and to Amp.
So, very similar, I don't know if people listen to the Donuts podcast, but going to try and break this talk up into two parts. One, we're going to go through the history of J Dilla and sort of the early years, which this guy was crucial and a very important part in basically what J Dilla became to all of us. I had this little thing which I just copied and pasted from Wikipedia about who Amp Fiddler is, just to give a breakdown, which is Joseph Amp Fiddler is an American keyboardist, sound designer, singer, songwriter, and record producer from Detroit, Michigan, USA. His music styles include funk, soul, dance, electronica music. He's probably best known for his contribution to the band Enchantment as part of George Clinton's Parliament and Funkadelic groups from 1985 to 1996. His first solo album, Waltz with a Dillaphile, was released in March 2004, and he's done his own, solo career since. He's got a new one coming out soon. Everyone forgets a guy called Cricket. So I literally just spoke to him about 20 minutes ago.
That's right.
And Cricket went to school with Dilla, and Cricket brought Dilla to you.
Cricket brought Dilla to my house with Slum Village and 4 or 5 other kids.
So what is probably missed out in Wikipedia pages is Amp Fiddler taught Dilla how to make beats. A lot of people know that.
That is missing, isn't it? We have to put it there. As of today, I think we should put that there.
Everyone knows that, but what Cricket just told me is he was the first kid to get brought in because he lived down the road from you.
Yeah, the interesting thing about me meeting all those kids in Corner Gardens is that, see, when I was a kid growing up learning, there were guys in my neighborhood who would school us. So by the time Cricket came to my house, I had the window open in my basement because I didn't have glass black windows then. It was just a flip window. So the sound was loud, and he was young, and he said he wanted to learn. He could rap, and he wanted to record. So I said, okay. And he said he was going to come back. He came back. He said, I'm coming back with my crew. He brought about 7 or 8 people, and I'm sorry,
and you're like thinking, my equipment's expensive. I don't want one of these kids.
No, man, it was cool. I was like, okay. So when they came, they all introduced themselves, and I said, so am I making the beats for you? Am I producing this? And they said, no, James can make the beats because he makes beats. So I was like, how you making beats, James? If you came over here to make beats, what you need me for? How you making beats, James?
And because this is what blew my mind. How was he making beats then before he met you?
James said, I make beats from my cassette player. From cassette to cassette. I was like, get out of here, man. You're not making beats from the damn cassette player.
Overlaying it, redoing it with just basic tape cassettes until he made these beats, which Cricket was saying they were pretty dope beats considering you're doing it with a tape player. They all went to a school called Pershing High, and pre-Slum Village, pre-Fantastic Volume 1, which is where you guys all start to know about him, they had a group called Ghost Town, which was Slum Village and 2 other groups which Cricket was a part of, and they were basically like I think Cricket said he was 16 years old, and they were like the Wu-Tang Clan of Detroit, or at least trying to be, with RZA on a tape player.
I am me, B-M-I. Do I have to eat a turd just to show you that I'm fly? Change my name to Gamble just to show you that I'm super. Shall I get some ups, some Fruit Loops, and shoot hoops? You must be flying on the great space coaster.
So, what was he like as a kid? Was he shy? Was he like, yeah, I'm the shit? Was he...
No, he was very modest, very respectful. I used to talk to my Dukes about that all the time, how I used to tell her how I was so proud of how she raised him because he was so respectful. You know, he would knock on my door and ask if he can work in the basement, but respectfully, you know. It was never any disrespect, never any loud talk, kind of shy, modest, hungry about getting the work done, though, you know, so.
So how did he take to it? How did he take to the MPC?
He took to it really good. He would come ask me for help because I just let him stay in the basement, so, and I had tons of records in the house, so he just went through stuff. But it took him time because you got to understand language. You got to learn a whole new language of the MPC. You have to learn truncation, cutting and pasting, and all those things were new to him. Truncation was new. Trimming the sample, all of that was new to him. So there was a lot of things that he learned really fast, though. So he'd come and ask me questions, and once he got it, he never asked again, and he never looked back. So he learned really fast. The first song that we made, it's called Ghost Town to the Break of Day.
Somebody's got bad breath.
Get off my jiggity jack, stupid mother, son of another.
Oh, you ready to record this, brother?
Everything I'm here, man.
Okay.
Okay, you're ready. Take one.
Going around in circles all the time.
Ayo, ayo, ayo. Gotta get fucking with the hot potato. You get what you got cooking in the pot.
Hot potato. I got a hot potato, y'all.
You dig? Somebody's got to start it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, what style shall I pick? This track is moving fast, yes, was doing quick. The rappers coming out, I just like the boogers out slick. So yes, mention this time, you bet to get sick. I'm from the ghetto. I love it, my reggae to heavy metal. That's a no-no, Sonono. Ride the bubble. Hippie, yes. Under the shadow, fights the battle of life without a gun tonight. But I remember when Cricket said...
So out of Ghost Town, Slum Village grew. And from Fantastic Volume 1, they have a unique sound which like, you know, still to this day people are trying to emulate.
I think